We are.
Hold on a second. Put that badge in here fucking somewhere. Alright. Hold on, light down. I like to have my props. Gotta have props. I'm happy now. Alright. Lighting's kind of bad, but it looks okay.
And
Actually, it looks really good.
okay.
We got it. 1.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, welcome to DTSP Life. Oh my god, get ready guys. We are at what is known as the bunker. DTSP, that is town St. Pete, at the St. Pete Pier in the bunker.
I have been. I didn't know about that. I like the water. I had to ask them.
Right? We love having the set out here all alive with locals and tourists everywhere. studio with an amazing green screen behind us.
That's right.
That's reality.
Yeah. The reality we get to live in.
The wind is absolutely phenomenal.
As you can
Salty
tell
air.
by my hair.
Salty air getting in my lungs. I'm convinced that's good for me.
Oh, absolutely.
Even though I vape into my lungs, I feel like I'm rewarding my lungs by coming out and getting in salt air. I don't have any medical background that does anything, but I feel like it does.
So I spent time today exploring the city. Went to
Bodega.
Never gonna get that right. Bodega.
They were
And I
known for their
had
Cuban sandwiches.
The best Cuban sandwich I've ever had.
They used to be a dive, and I've heard that they were much better as a dive than that fancy diner
I
thing.
love the diner, the pharmacy counter.
You got it in the back.
I ordered my food from the door, but I went inside because it's not outside. I went inside to eat, and I love the little pharmacy
Did
door.
they tell you about the speakeasy in the back?
No,
The massive speakeasy in the back of
I
Bodega.
feel bamboozled.
But they probably didn't tell you because you have to drink at least 3 alcoholic drinks. So you probably wouldn't be
I
told
bet
about
y'all
it.
get in there next week. I have my fancy little Miss Kira and Miss Alana, or Ariana, excuse me, both work there, and I spoke to them today. Yes.
And they didn't tell you about the speakeasy in the back?
We were too busy talking about the podcast and the Cuban sandwich.
I love it.
It was worth talking about.
Um,
And they have a mango mayonnaise that is absolutely delicious.
All right, I'm going to have to go visit them again.
Yeah.
Are you saying that we need to, with your 2 contacts over there, go do a pop-up podcast there?
I already told them that we were going to be doing that.
We only charge a bunch of food for all of us.
And they would
How's
be
that
happy.
sound?
They would be happy to do that.
Will we do it for food at Bodega?
That would
Yeah,
be
absolutely.
And we'll eat it
Yeah, well,
on
absolutely.
air and talk all about it?
And they have a drink there. She said it was the most popular drink, and it was a hibiscus lime spritzer, and it was so delicious. When I tell you, I don't like seltzers, but this was absolutely phenomenal. And I would have never guessed hibiscus and lime would be a good mix, but it was absolutely delicious. And I can
Love
see why
it.
it's our
Well, it
first
seems like
time
it's time to revisit. Speaking of seltzers, Mitra, amazing. Sold at Botaba, 177 9th Street North. This is an amazing seltzer. Gives you healthy energy, and it really knocks out my neck pain. And the really amazing thing about Mitra seltzers is it kills my desire to drink alcohol. And that, to me, is a good thing. Anyway, enough about Mitra. White Rabbit and Three Dragons also does that. Check them all 3 of those out at the top. How many times have you been to the Pier?
Well, I lived here in 2020 during COVID. My children were doing school by the pool in St.
Right. I
Petersburg.
like
So,
that. That's a reason to go to school.
Right. So we spent a lot of time biking. We had dogs out walking around Crescent Lake. We come down to the pier. We roll down this hill.
And this was when? Okay. I've been on Crescent Lake for years.
And
I
then
bet
we
Crescent
would
Lake
eat-
was still amazing back then too.
We have some
You should have bought some
amazing
houses in
pictures.
Crescent Lake.
Oh yeah. Well, I lived in Charleston. I was only visiting during COVID since we had nothing else to do. So, but we loved it. We had a great time, and that's part of the reason we moved back.
It's because of the people,
We're going
right?
on 5 days now. I'm here 5 days. I'm almost here a whole week now.
And how many podcasts have you done in those 5 days that you've
This
got
will
here?
be the second one.
And that's how lucky and amazing DTSP is. I had the same experiences where this city works out for me despite myself. What a wonderful city and the people in it. The wellness community is like no other. There's all different levels of wellness here that I really like. I love the Mountain community, biggest in the country, if not the world.
I feel hopefully it's moving here.
Yes. Just breathing in the salty air, and this
No
fresh
offense to
air is
Charleston.
amazing.
Charleston's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but there's just a different air about St. Pete. It brings so much
beach with good sand and
Yes,
amazingness?
yes.
Okay.
The cops are terrible, though. You can't do anything on the beach there.
Like, can you drink on the beach?
You cannot.
You cannot.
I mean, you do, but you
Right.
cannot.
A lot of the beaches here, unless it's some kind of a hotel, you can. But
Right,
everybody.
and you can't have glass, of course, but
Yeah.
they don't want to see it open. If you put a koozie on it, you're not being loud and absurd. I don't think it'd bother you, but
Florida beaches or South Carolina beaches?
I like Florida beaches, but I'm partial to South Carolina because I grew up there, but only certain times.
Okay. Okay. St. Pete Beach is probably the best beach here, and then
I don't think I've
Upham
actually been
Beach.
to Beach
And then
Beach.
within St. Pete Beach is a little beach called Upham Beach, and within Upham Beach there's a little trail, little makeout area of plants and stuff that you can go there on the water. There's an inlet that comes in.
Beautiful.
So I call it Makeout Cove because there's all these little seating and plants everywhere.
I
It's
love
on
that.
the beach.
I love
So
that.
it's like, I know they call it hidden something.
So we did a kayak tour, and I couldn't tell you where we were. I mean, we drove, I think, for maybe 30, 45 minutes to an hour. So it might have been, I don't know what beach it was, but we went to the beach and we did kayaking when we were here in 2020. And it is nothing like these bottomless kayaks, I will tell you that. But there were lots of the manatees, is that what you call them?
Nature's Hamburger.
I love those. They're like giant teddy bears. They're amazing. But they would just swim right up to the kayak, and I can't imagine having those bottomless kayaks to see those guys. You know, that would be a little freaky to me because they would be right there. Yeah. I don't know. If you haven't heard of these night tours, you need to be on them. You need to be on them with the bottomless kayaks.
Bottomless. We have sunk 2 of them, so let's not call them bottomless.
Oh.
Let's call them clear bottom, because the bottomless would mean that they sink. And there was
They
a
might.
time when I said these kayaks will never sink. I've said that.
Right before you sank 2 of them.
And right before, well, both times they sunk, they had over 550 pounds. They're rated for 450. So
What the
we
heck
have
did you
to.
have them? Were you running away on the
We
kayak?
had heavy people, we had animals, we had heavy coolers.
Between
Another
you and
situation,
Donna?
we had a massive anchor that's this big. So we really
Lucy
have to
and
be
I would
sensitive about sinking. And it's not dangerous. It's just that when a wave hits you from the rear,
Oh,
the
so
whole thing slowly goes down. It's
That's
like the
terrifying.
Titanic. It's
No,
very
that's
slow.
terrifying. That's
Very slow.
So my little Lucy is
Look at that.
11 pounds, and I'm, oh, look at that. I feel like really, really lit
Well,
up.
I'm trying to light up her. How's her faces now?
How's my hair?
Good.
Is that better?
Yeah, it looks good.
Or do you like more of this?
No, that's yours. I don't have red light distributed on here.
Well, and this one's bright. So I guess white's
No, it's just special.
way to make a positive from it.
It's unique.
Right.
So what do I need to do in the upcoming week? What are the 3 top spots that I need to go see?
I would go to the Dolly.
Dolly?
Daytime.
Oh, the
Dolly's
Dolly,
right
yes.
over here.
So that was my husband's favorite artist. He actually had a tattoo of some of Salvador Dali's art on the giraffes.
Oh wow.
Yes, and he had another shoulder piece he had just gotten, or I guess arm piece, and it was a rendition of Salvador Dali. Beautiful, creepy, but yes, he was a big fan of that. So that'll be nice. My son lost his father about 10 years ago, and that was his favorite artist. So I want to take my son to that museum.
I
think
think
it's
so.
very cool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably, I think after the Pier, it's the number 2 tourist attraction.
Really?
The picture of Lincoln that's pixelated,
I have heard of
really
this.
cool.
I have heard of this guy. How
Um,
long does it
I
take you
would
to
say
go
to
to the museum?
microdose, but you said your son is going to use them at the time.
You can drive. I can do
I'm
that.
never going to feel it, so that's the good thing about microdose.
I do like that, yeah.
I do not like the feeling. I stare at you uncomfortably, and I don't talk.
You do that anyway. But you do talk.
But I do talk.
So the only part is the uncomfortable stare.
So maybe it's better that I'm on.
I'll have to consider that depending on how I'm feeling.
Right.
Yeah, some might be
I'm loving
microdosing
it.
you behind the scenes. So.
I'm loving these lights.
Oh my goodness, look at this puppy.
I'm loving it.
Can we light this up?
Great.
It's beautiful. You have a beautiful dog. Oh, thank you. Oh my God, what's its name?
Never heard of a Barnadoodle. You calling me a Barnadoodle? Like a Barnadoodle.
I love that everybody in St. Pete has a dog. I mean, everybody.
Every
when I
park,
signed up
every
for Forge-
business. If you think you can have a business and you don't lay out the red carpet for a dog, you're not going to last very long.
Yeah, I take my dog everywhere. She has Not here tonight.
Well, not
Yeah,
everywhere.
well, yes, the last 2 times I've seen her, have not had her. I tried to give her some time with her friends. We have 3 Yorkshire Terriers and little Lucy that plays band.
Who keeps accepting all the dogs into the family?
Well, the 3 dogs are Molly and Moss. My dogs just pick the King Charles. So
Okay,
they're all
I know.
best friends, and they bark. They have taught my dog how to bark. They taught her how to inappropriately bark. She barks like a Yorkshire Terrier instead of a King Charles. So
You say that your dog got there appropriately, and if you come in, it became inappropriate.
hey there. Where have
What's
you been all
up,
day?
Mr.
Finally
Ryan?
decided to show up.
We always have a Sidelander seat. Get warmed up, have a
Look,
seat,
Ryan.
or
you
jump
too-
right in.
You too can have one of these, Ryan.
We don't know how good the sound's going to be because of the wind, but look at the background of our set.
I called ahead and reserved this space for us.
We
Looks
do
like
need
it.
a sword. We need a sword fighter. We want to fight the sword in the background and work the lights.
Lord. We can share a chair if you need to, but you can only sit on the edge.
Yeah, I'm already on the edge.
Aw. Well, welcome. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. What's the vibe like?
From last night, everybody remember? The guy that was saying all the inappropriate weird things, that was me.
I'm glad that we all agree that.
Yeah, we came by e-bike for the pop-up podcast, and we're going to keep doing this. If you have a location within the 15 block radius of the Pier, why don't you invite us over? If you feed us, we'll talk good things about you. So invite us over. I think we've got, what is the place we're going? I thought you had a place that was going to feed us.
Oh yeah, well I have to talk to my people.
Let's put them on the spot. Who is
No.
it? What is the place?
What are you talking about? My roommates?
Oh, I thought there was a place that wanted us to come into the restaurant.
Oh no, I told the girls at say it again, Bodega.
Oh, Bodega.
Bodega. I'll never get
Yes,
that
yes.
name
Let's go
right.
up on Bodega
Bodega,
and just
Bodega,
roll up
Bodega.
on them and say we're here. Don't you remember? You're
Well, I
comping us
checked in-
$200 worth of food.
Yeah, I checked in with them today, and I told them I would let them because I gave them the little swipe. What is it? Tell me the business, the QR code.
They probably
Swipe
swiped
10.
Swipe 10. I'll get this right too.
The
Swipe
question
10.
is, do they know the difference between swipe and the number 10.com and DTSP Live?
Do they know the difference?
Yeah, between the podcast
Yes.
and the answer.
Yes.
Because that could overwhelm people.
I guess these are very bright young girls.
Okay.
They were very bright young girls. And one of them is actually getting ready to leave for Charleston next week. So I told her I
How
was,
in the world do you find somebody in DTSP
telling
that's
you.
going to Charleston? Aren't you going there next week?
I am.
Is there a chance you could run into the bodega girl in Charleston?
Probably. But I actually told her I would check back in with her before she left next week and give her some spots to
And
go
that's
to.
why
And
this
is
town-
why we make connections.
And that's why this town is
I
very
guarantee
lucky.
they will
Very lucky for
remember.
people.
They will remember.
But you got to get out of the house. Get off your ass, get off your phone, and go out. Go to a local restaurant. Go out and walk around Crescent Lake.
And if
Go-
you're not busy and you would like to have some entertainment, live entertainment, you can invite me to lunch. And I'm glad to meet you at any restaurant or any venue at all.
So leave your restaurant ideas in the comments. And hopefully the next 2 podcasts you'll be able to communicate with us. We'll have a screen out here and we can read all the comments while we're talking. We will get that technology.
Be nice
Where,
on the comments, guys.
I'm assuming a laptop with a comment feed on the side. I don't know how we add that. Can our software add communication?
Or what you could even do is I'll have my phone here with me too. You could always call or text at 727-490-9775.
Or
I
put
love
the,
your dress.
or put the
It's
special effects.
wonderful.
Or put the special effects on the screen.
Thank you.
Maybe that's what we have. Text this number.
Don't give them my number.
Here's the thing about phone numbers. People don't call them.
No,
and
I
they
don't.
don't text them.
I don't
On
know.
every single one of my frequent shopper cards in both of my Kava bars, they have had the same cell phone number on probably 20,000 cards have gone out with my cell phone on it. That anybody at any time can call the owner of Botava Regard to Tea. Do you know how many times in the past 14 years people have called?
12 twice.
10 times.
That's it.
I have over 6,000 customers. Any of them can call me or text me and complain about my employees
I'm
at
calling
any
tomorrow.
time.
I will call them.
And why don't they ever complain about my employees? Because they could call the owner at any time and tell him what the issue is that the employee is having a bad day and they were rude to him. You know what? Because my staff isn't rude, and they won't do that. They are absolutely the most amazing staff any owner could ever have.
You said that.
You know,
You've spoken very
they're
highly
the
of them.
nicest people. People come in with our free ounce cards. They know they're ripping us off. They keep coming in, but if they look a little disheveled, they might need a little help. We just give it to them because if they might need it more than us. So we will help the struggling in our botanical way that we can, and we will help others and give everybody else a really good deal, and teach you how to steep tea, just like the Kava bars do. So the Kava community, 95 Kava bars here in Tampa Bay. And I hear there's another 5 coming, so we're going to break 100 in the next 90 days. And that's not
And
even.
still no dry bars that are like just the THC beverages that are infused?
Why do you, okay, so where you're from, they call it a dry bar.
They call it a dry
That
bar.
means it has no kratom, no kava, just THC.
THC drinks and beverages that are associated with
I
that.
can't think of the name of it. There's one at Central and 27th. I don't know if it's still in business because I don't think
It's crazy
you
long.
can stay in business on just THC substances.
Well, they have, this in Charleston, they have a lot more selection of things.
So it's zero proof stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Does that mean Coca-Cola or all kinds of
They
sophisticated
actually
zero
have,
proof?
they have non-alcoholic tequilas, and so you can have a beverage that is
That was supposed to be talked about on the episode last night. I had it sitting on that table.
And I can't do that. I can't even imagine.
You're saying that you like the bite?
I do not like any alcohol. I don't like any of the taste. But some people do prefer that, and they want their THC mixed with it. Because, I mean, they want
So using a THC seltzer as a
and
mixer.
an alcohol-less drink. Yes, but
They mix
they can
THC drink in the alcohol drink.
they can mix anything they want now. That's
I used to
when they
drink
make their own simple
Tito's
syrups.
and brewed kratom tea.
Yeah,
Because
that's
kratom
wonderful.
makes it twice as strong. So I didn't say that. But yeah, I felt like I could drink half as much vodka and have twice as good time. And that's a terrible way to live.
Yeah, that sounds exhausting. For sure.
It's a terrible way to live, and I had to give that way
I'm
of
gonna
life
have
up
to
7
ask
years
Cassie
ago.
to come down sometime and show us how she mixes her tea.
Who is Cassie?
Cassie is my lovely best friend who runs the hemp collective in Charleston and James Island, and she is a connoisseur of the drinks.
Oh, nice.
And she could make you a mocktail with her, what is it, the simple syrups. And she has a coconut flavored, and she has all kinds of different flavored syrups that she puts in when
I
she
would-
makes her salad.
You know what?
She's talented.
I'm going to start practicing my THC seltzer
Oh,
flights
yeah.
game.
A drink off?
We sell 4
She's the one
different
that wants
ones.
to taste your
Yeah,
stuff.
we sell 4 different ones at the store, and she would love to buy kilos of our healthy energy.
Sounds sweet.
We sell a lot of kilos of kratom, a lot of kilos of kava, a lot of kilos
That's
of
what you threw in my lap yesterday.
leaf.
That was funny.
Yes, that was our instant kava, and people like to buy in bulk, like the Costco of botanicals.
It's like coffee.
And if you're going to drink it by the month, if you're like me, you don't want to run out of botanicals. Because you know what happens when certain people run out of botanicals? Booze starts to look good. So if I've never run out of botanicals, booze is never going to look good. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So I always tell people, if you're trying to lessen your drinking, I would never tell anybody to quit unless it's ruining their life. But what I say is we all need to cut back on drinking. So keep a 6-pack of the Mitras or the White Rabbit seltzers in your fridge. I guarantee just those being there, you will drink less. Because when you go sometimes, you'll be like, I just want to drink. You know what? Instead of that beer, instead of that alcohol seltzer, I'm going to have a botanical seltzer. Anyway, just an idea. If you want to cut back painlessly without thinking about it, without worrying about it, because I never said it was a problem. I'm loving the bunker in the background. Do we have any questions that we wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I have so many. I have a whole list of them. But I want to know about game nights. Do you have like board game nights anywhere?
Did you say gay nights?
Game night?
Game night.
Like I'm really into board
But
games.
I used to do a gay night once a week.
I believe that.
Okay, but with my gay friends, I'd hang out with them. Now in Atlanta,
Sorry.
in Atlanta, we would go to Backstreets.
That's right with Backstreet.
You know about
Yeah,
Backstreets?
I know all
I
about
think
Backstreet.
they've since shut it down. But what was funny about Backstreets is that all the clubs and bars closed at 3. So all the straight people got to Backstreets at 4 a.m. because all of the gays were hooked up by 3.
You know an awful lot about that gay club out here, friend.
It's where I just told you, it's where all the straight people go at 4 a.m. in Atlanta. Was the reason.
I know.
So it was like 80% straight people and then one of the biggest gay clubs. Because like I said, the straights have hooked see what was the most romantic candle.
And this
This
is
has the right glimmer, the right glitter, the right color, the right height. So when you forget your girlfriend's birthday or your wife's anniversary, you're going to want to leave a trail of these with the rose petals in our romance kit all the way to the bedroom and all the way to the tub. Since you get 100 of these, not 50, 100 of these is like damn shitload of these candles. You could write her name on the bed with the rose petals and the candles. Guys, up your game. This is what girls are expecting now. And if you're a guy that botched the last anniversary, the last birthday, here's another great thing. You can do it at home. No going out to a restaurant and dealing with all that traffic and all that bullshit when you go out, especially on a holiday. Now just do this for your girl at home.
I am an absolute against Valentine's Day. I do not go out. I don't even go to the grocery store on
So you
Valentine's Day.
definitely don't want a guy to do a ritual bath kit, heart on the bed with rose petals with your name in it. Don't want that on Valentine's Day, do you?
Absolutely not. But I'm not like other girls. I'm a
So
very-
ladies, is romance dead?
No,
Because
I
I'm
just-
starting to think it is.
It
with
is
this
not,
young lady.
but I can be romantic with myself. I can definitely do this with the candles and the tea steeping bathtub.
Doesn't that go without saying that you could do that by yourself?
Yeah, and
We
it's
all
just
know
not-
we
it's
can be
less
by ourselves. The
complicated.
challenge is life is can you get along with other humans?
I get along great with other humans. And when I lock my door at night, I get along with everyone in the house.
You seem like you're a little, I want to say damaged, but you seem a little against relationships.
I'm not against them. I'm just happy where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah, and overtly proud of it.
Yes. I'm all right.
Obnoxiously proud of your singleness.
As you are with your sobriety. So I guess so.
I usually don't. Sobriety, the people in sobriety in the
You're
meetings.
gonna have to give me a book of what not to say.
No, you could say anything. No, I'm just letting our users know. I stopped using that about 3 years into recovery because the recovery rooms they don't like botanicals. So
They don't like botanicals.
they don't
What do
like
they have against
botanicals.
botanicals?
It's an outside issue. I agree. To me, it's coffee, sugar, caffeine,
They
nicotine.
consider all those drugs out.
No, those are fine, but they don't like the other botanicals. So out of respect for
So
them,
they don't like the
I don't
organic
use
ones.
the word sober, and I never use their names, and that's why I say recovery. It's a big part of recovery to respect those 12 steps. Those 12 steps change my life, so I really, really go out of my way to respect that, even if I don't agree with it. Because I want to tell everybody about how great what a big deal. But
Do you know what I like to talk most about? The healing, the internal healing that people need to do. And I think there's a lot of opportunity down here for the connections to be made for that kind of wellness. And I've looked into a lot of that. Doing meditations and nothing against yoga, but I took yoga in college and I just killed myself with the hot yoga. Not really. I can't. My body can't handle it. But I do want to get into like meditations, and I actually have a very good friend that lives here who does hypnotism on a whole other level than you can imagine. Which and we can get him on the show to speak about that because I think it's very interesting how many opportunities I never knew were out there in the wellness field, and now I'm finding them out, and a lot of them I'm finding out some people I know are the ones that are doing some of this, and it's incredible. People are on their own healing journeys, and it's amazing.
you think you can get into the Entrepreneur Social Club tomorrow, where we're going to be live
message him right
broadcasting?
now.
That'll be
Yep.
at 6:30 tomorrow, every Thursday.
Nova, right?
Entrepreneur Social Club at Nova, which is an amazing wedding venue and a meeting place that's for rent by Mike Mavilla. Incredible guy, great venue. He puts it up for all the local entrepreneurs to use for 3 to 4 hours. Well, actually not 3, we're there an hour. So it's 6:30 to 8 that we're there. You get to pitch your business, you say what you're looking for 10 seconds. So if you want to be an entrepreneur, come there and say that. I'm looking for opportunity. If you have a business, if you have a new idea, that's a great place to do it. I think I pretty much do a new idea every Thursday, and I've been going there for 15 years. So it's a nice place to bounce off ideas among 70 to 90 other entrepreneurs that are really smart, and some of them very successful, and a lot to learn in there, from the new guy all the way up to the serial entrepreneur with 10 businesses.
So what is it called? The Entrepreneur
Entrepreneur Social Club.
Social Club.
Look it up on Facebook, and that's every Thursday at 6:30. You want to get there 6:30, 6:15,
At Nova.
because everybody's sitting around a table. They'll pass the business cards. Make sure you bring at least 100 business cards, because they pass them to the left, so everybody can get a business card. They also have an amazing app that I'm trying to invest in
What is that?
allows people to communicate while they're at the meeting and vote on people when they speak.
That's
And
interesting.
it's a fascinating way to enjoy a meeting with other people. Also, if you see somebody you like, you can find them in it.
It's like a LinkedIn,
But it's like a real
in
time.
personal. Yeah,
And what I
that's
like
cool.
is they make everybody scan the QR code, and the only way to use it right then is to scan it.
Right, that
So
makes
that
sense.
means the people that are live
You're
on it,
there on it,
you know, are
yeah.
physically
That's
there.
cool.
So in that 1 hour, it gives you a little bit more time to find people that you like. And I keep telling them, AI could match the people. If they made a better questionnaire, AI could match you. So at the end of the meeting, I would like to know who it suggests I meet with. And it should have a calendaring.
Because
so
it would have your jobs and what you're doing and coordinate the two. Yeah, that
you could
makes
ask
sense.
15, 20 questions. It would know if I'm an
It's
investor.
like a speed dating for entrepreneurs. That's really a genius idea.
Tender for entrepreneurs is what we were thinking. But mix LinkedIn and Tender. So I'm prodding them to do that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
I can't start another company. I swear I can't. But that would be one that I would love to do, because I love enhancing meetups with the other people there. Because I know that I didn't talk to everybody at it when I'm at one of
You
these
can't.
things.
Yeah, you
It's
can't
impossible.
possibly. Yeah.
So it'd
How
be
many
nice
people
if an
do you go
apples
to that?
60 to 90.
That's awesome.
So it's a good setting.
That's
Also,
a lot of people.
Nova is known for their bathrooms. They have over 20 bathrooms.
For their bathrooms.
Well, if you really want to know that the underground,
I need to know.
everybody knows that's where you have sex.
What?
The bathrooms
Is this
are,
a real thing, Ellen?
Listen.
Is you being serious?
This is the first time I've ever heard of it.
the bathrooms have doors all the way to the ground. They lock. They're nice. Some of them have couches in them.
What?
Yes.
Now I'm not going to be able to touch anything in that
Have
bathroom.
you never had sex in a Nova bathroom?
I'm thankful. No, I'm very proud to say I have not.
I mean, apparently you've never been to a wedding then.
I don't know.
That's what happens at weddings. Have you ever
What
done
kind of people
anything
you
you
hang
should?
out?
Have you ever done anything you shouldn't do at a wedding?
At my own.
What should you have not done at your own wedding?
Got married probably.
Well, no. Have you ever? Weddings is where usually people let their hair down and they do things that they regret with people at the wedding. I'm not talking about the people getting married. I'm talking about
That's
all
just
the
the
friends meeting and the
bridesmaids
family and all
yeah.
that. That's usually a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm not. I've
I mean,
only.
you saw wedding practice, didn't you?
I did. I would love to be a wedding crasher, especially in Charleston.
You haven't done it?
I've crashed my own wedding. And my
Why-
sister's.
What are weddings like up there?
They're beautiful. The food is so good. I love a good wedding food and cake. I love cake. The outdoor weddings. I had my wedding outfit. It was a. I spent $8,000 on my entire wedding, including my dress. And we made our own table settings and everything. My mother and my sister and I, and it was incredible. But I like the outdoor southern weddings, the good food, and as long as you're not wearing long dresses. I've never been to a wedding in St. Pete though.
Well, it sounds like we need to crash one and do a pod at it.
Let's totally do that.
So we can do that legally 2 different ways. They do weddings in the parks. They're public. We can crash it there. Also, they do weddings on St. Pete Beach. It's also public property. We can crash it there. And crash, I would say we join. I would say we're on the edge of it. I don't like the word crashing anymore, even though I used to do that.
You guys just film from the bushes and I'll pretend I'm one of the people that's
I don't think I could have said it any better myself.
I'll just snap on one of these little microphones and I'll film from the bushes. Nobody will have to know.
A lot of the beach bars up there, there's mangroves in between them.
Yeah, you said that
And you
yesterday.
can, but no, that's
wanna see
no,
that.
that was down at the bridge,
Yeah.
down at Skyway.
What are mangroves? What is that mean?
There were mangroves between the sand dunes at what's the monkey bar? I've already forgotten all the bars.
Here's pretty much what with the
Have you ever
mangroves.
done that between them?
Yeah, pretty
You
much
can
what the
kinda zigzag
mangroves
through 'em?
are. There's a couple different types. There's the red mangroves and the white mangroves and the black mangroves. The black mangroves are what's underneath the water, and then the white mangroves are like closer in, and the red mangroves are actually out more into the water that you see more.
Interesting.
And the mangroves are actually named after the inner layer of bark underneath of them. That's how they
So
get their
educated
name.
there, Alan. Thank you.
And the nice thing about the mangroves too is it acts as like a shield to protect from erosion, hurricane damage, and even if it's really windy out and you're kayaking, like the mangroves are the best place to be because mangroves will actually protect you from
Blowing away
getting
the wind.
really hit in the wind.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's very cool. Very good information. Say hello.
Hello.
That's Mr. Mangrove. Tell him how much time you do if you get caught cutting down mangroves.
What?
I'm not sure how much. I'm not sure about
How
that,
would
but
you
I
do
do
that?
know like one thing that it's illegal to touch a manatee.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
I didn't
Well,
know
let's
that.
get back to mangroves. It's illegal to cut mangroves too, and I know somebody did a month in jail for cutting them down in their backyard.
I bet the
So don't do that. But yes, manatee.
why are they illegal? to-
There's one city that you can pet them in the whole world. It's
Where's that?
legal.
Where's that?
Do you know where that's at?
No.
Crystal River
Okay.
is the only city you can legally pet a manatee.
that
And
one
guess
in
who has an
Crystal?
island
That's
in Crystal River?
Who?
My father.
Oh, Daddy. I need to meet Daddy.
So we've been planning a kayak trip and camping trip out there, and we want to call it Burning Woman because we're going to
Great.
burn
I'm not going
an
in.
effigy of a woman like Burning Man.
Yeah, I know what
I was supposed to go last year and I bailed at the last
My brother
minute
was there.
because I didn't think it was good for my recovery. Since I
Oh,
heard
that's a
that-
very smart decision because
And
there's a
I-
lot going
and I
on.
heard there's a lot of ketamine out
There's
there.
a lot of all kinds of
And I
things.
wouldn't want to be in situations
I like the whole shower
where I'm
bath.
undernourished and yeah.
Okay. Well, I was going to ask you a question that just came right into my head and went away. Best ice cream place.
Ice cream here, I like
Yeah.
Kilwins. What's the place
like-
over
I
by
like ice cream.
Park Shore? Estugio? We
What
definitely
makes
need,
them good?
we need to do an ice cream run.
I love it. You know how
and
I
maybe
am about
we'll
desserts.
do.
Everybody knows this.
There's a bunch on Beach Drive,
Okay.
so we can literally go from
The
one to
melt
one
and
line.
dip. Can we talk about this melt and dip
Hey,
place?
let's talk about it.
Oh,
You
let's
call me
talk
a
about
dip
it.
or a melt?
Both of them. Everything about this place was absolutely phenomenal. We had the eclairs, the
Dubai balls,
Dubai balls, which are eclairs. They're absolutely delicious.
the
We had
Dubai
the
pizza slice.
Dubai, the Dubai crepe and the fruit tray, and it was. We all can agree.
What time did you eat that at? On a
Midnight?
Tuesday.
Midnight? No, we were there 11 because they close at 12. They close at 12. Melt and dip over by the AMC theaters.
If you haven't gone on a late night sugar run, it's really fun.
Do you know there's a lot of options?
And that's
for
the things you
sugar
can do when you're not out getting shit faced. Go out and hit a bunch of, and get a Dubai ball and a Dubai pizza slice and a fruit tray with a bunch of friends, and it was awesome.
It was.
It
I wish
fun.
I remembered the little girl's name that was working there. She was delightful. She was
The
very
Asian
helpful.
girl. There was an Asian guy and an Asian girl. And she said that was the franchise?
Doesn't
No?
matter, she was there.
Yeah.
But she was beautiful and she was very kind and she was very helpful and we got all of her suggestions.
And you said that at least 20 times, that person was nice, that person was helpful. Isn't that wild about the Sunshine City?
It's sad that it is not that. There are some people that are they don't give you information. I like to go into a place and I want to know, what are you eating at this place? What are you eating? What are your top favorite things to eat?
No wonder you like Swipe 10.
Yeah.
That's the top 10
I
of every
posted
food
one
and drink
today.
near you.
Yeah, and I posted several different things today on that.
That is awesome.
I'm gonna start
Thank
getting
you.
paid
Did
for all
it tell
that.
you the calories?
Well, I don't look at that.
Well, yes, we can get you on the payroll as a menu scout. Once you get in 50 menus and
On
50
my
pictures,
way.
then we can make you a menu scout. Menu scout makes $200 a week, and then you get paid $1 to $3 for every picture of food,
I was
and
signing me up.
25% commission.
I'll be
in
eating
any
4 times a
restaurant.
day.
What I like about that is the residual income. In the restaurants, keep their digital menu up. They're paying $99 a month, and you make $25. You $25, you get 1,000 restaurants.
Listen, you guys sign
That's
up.
a shitload of money.
You guys sign up, and I will hook you up with this. I will come eat there all the time. I will take pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's botanical. It's got great on.
I get first to
Have one?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
pour him a sample cup. Pour him one. Give him a free ounce card.
Would you like a sample?
I would love it. Where you from?
I'm from South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Now you gonna tell me.
No.
That was an accent. I was like, oh, damn.
I can throw that.
Ice cream, sour cup.
Thanks. Were those joint papers?
What's that?
Were these joint papers?
No, this is Kava. Want to go breath mint?
Sure.
Alright, yeah, we're all about botanical.
Oh, we're still not in there. Let's get in there. I'm gonna have this first.
You guys don't have a Kava first, so put that under your tongue while you sip on that.
Oh, I'm good. I just have to say this.
Yeah. This
Put it
actually
under your
gives
tongue.
you numbing, so it probably would help you take TikTok.
So you just put it under your tongue and then
Put
drink
it under your tongue and sip on that, buddy.
Hey, we're actually doing a podcast. If you guys want to jump on and talk about your
Are you guys locals?
Oh, yeah, we're good. We're on
Can you just answer one question for me?
the
Depends on what it is.
Do you have a favorite spot? I just moved here 5 days
Berg's.
ago.
Berg's beer spot.
What is it called?
Berg's.
Berg's.
Amazing sports
What's your
bar.
favorite? Oh, it's a sports bar.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Wings, sports,
I love
great
wings.
drinks, can't complain.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Got rated #1 sports bar in the country.
I'll be judging that.
Right? I think it was. You
Yeah,
won it. Yes.
they got concerts. They get midget wrestling going on. Like, they got it all.
You like midget wrestling, don't you?
Guys,
Yeah, they
You
got it all.
refereed
And
it.
also, if you ever go to Berg's,
podcast
during
down
when
there.
the Philadelphia Eagles are playing, they have an Eagles
I'm
next
there live.
upstairs that you can watch the
My name is
Philadelphia
Chris.
Eagles. It's called Birds of the Bird.
you too. Yeah, I know. Just call us but I was trying to be friendly.
Oh, no problem.
So,
Well, those are nice.
made him answer a question. Look at that. You know, walking away with that question answer.
I guess he didn't hear that we have 20 subscribers now on DTSP Live, and he wouldn't go on camera with us because he doesn't know that we have 20 subscribers.
Yeah, he couldn't do it like 21st. Could have been.
We need it. We're gonna have to work harder, guys.
Should probably be the
You
21st.
guys, yes. Yes, you should
I
subscribe
should be the
to
21st
the
person.
podcast that you're on.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm still on the edge on that one. So.
Okay. We really need you to share it to your personal socials so
I'm
that your
wanting
friends
to.
can give you some feedback on how you look up.
Oh no, Eli decided to send everyone in her call list the podcast, and I had most of them listen to it already. My mother has not finished it yet. She's
Does all of your family currently hate?
not yet.
Well, that's
They
good.
said there's still room for correction.
Okay, right. As long as we've got room. I didn't know if they already prejudged me and they were already upset. Because we were really loose last night in our conversation.
We had a
Eli
good
and I have since talked about the things that are we focus on these other positive issues and not get into any aggressive negativity, which I contend to do.
No gossip, no negativity, just pure and simple joy and peace.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Orgasmic
Right.
joy.
There you go.
Did you write your 10 questions?
I wrote yours too, babe.
10. More like
200?
40.
40.
Oh.
Would
40
you like
for the
me to ask you
shorties.
some questions? Would you like to sit up here and talk to
Come
Eli?
on up to the chair with me,
Come
Brian.
up to the chair.
Yeah,
Okay.
The hot seat we call
The
it.
hot seat, yeah.
Uh-huh.
She's still got stuff to talk about. I'm running out of stuff.
I got you, babe. Come on, I'll
She's
ask you
only
some
at 10.
questions.
She's already at 10% usage. She's got 90% to go.
Oh.
I'm at 72%.
Yeah.
Jump in there.
What's the
brother.
hot seat? You got some questions for me?
Come on in. Come on in. I
Come on
sure
to the hot
do.
seat.
All right, let's see.
Damn, my
Zip it
shit
in.
blew
Zip it
Would
everywhere.
you like a music themed, a wellness themed, a St. Pete themed, or a fun rapid fire?
Do them all.
Okay, ready for this?
Yeah.
Pick a number, 1 through 7.
All right. 3.
3. 3 is, what's your favorite way to recharge?
Favorite way to recharge, cold plunge, sauna.
Cold plunge. I've not done this.
Yeah.
I've heard of this.
You jump into a 39-degree water
Yep, I'm out.
tank, and you do breath work in between that.
How long do you have to stay in there? Oh, I would do
You
breathing.
submerge, and then you sometimes put your toes above, and after about a minute and a half, you go into this bliss state.
I don't think I would do that. I would pass out. I would be so cold.
Oh yeah, there's an opportunity for that too.
I'm little though.
There's a lot of hard emotion. Once you get through that cold plunge, you can get through most things in life.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
But
I've gotten through a lot. I'm good. No cold
But
plunge.
actually, it's gotten tougher to do when you're going through roller coasters in life and you're on a little lower.
Yeah.
And you're tick 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 tick. You're going up.
Yeah.
It's harder to do cold plunge. It's like
I can imagine.
you're throwing too much at me when you're in a positive
It's
state.
a shock. You
Yeah.
just throw your body into a shock, don't you?
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
I dig the massages.
Oh, I'll do that. We should definitely do that for the podcast.
Yeah, massage
Yes,
and
seven
pod.
heaven.
Massage and pod.
We should massage and pod. See, we've already come up with the theme. We're geniuses.
Yeah, massage and pod sounds
Those
good.
are great.
But you sometimes you won't be able to relax, but you can talk in a monotone.
I hate when my massage therapist talks.
Yeah.
I don't want to have a conversation with you. Just rub my back.
Yeah.
I don't
Let
want
me
you to
let
ask
me get
me
into
my life.
yeah.
I hate small talk anyway. We've already been through that. So yes, I want the massage. You can talk to me afterwards. All right. So I've got. Let's see. I'm gonna pick the next one, and then you can pick the other. Let's see. What is the most underrated local business?
Underrated local
Yeah.
business here. Okay, there's a
There's not where we are right now. You can come back to that if you want to think about it.
ooh, good question. Underrated.
Thanks.
Underrated. Wow, you stumped me.
Dun dun dun! I just want to let everyone know this is not going to be the last time that will happen.
The back door at Bodega. Nobody knows about that.
I just did.
The cigar, Ruby's is the
Ruby's.
most underrated.
What is Ruby's?
It has a cigar spot, and then they have like really eclectic musicians coming in.
Oh, I love that, like jazz and stuff.
Yeah,
like that. Oh, I
jazzy, and then they'll
love-
have like collaborations where people are just flow stating on stage. They're getting into like a
like jam session kind of thing.
they're putting all their emotions on the saxophone, the guitar,
Oh.
and then you can just see the guy hitting the keys and drums, just like full on
That's awesome.
immersion of source happening.
I
And
love those moments.
the whole quantum universe changes in the room. You
And
get
the energy is resonating at such a high level. I love when that happens. I got chills. Ooh.
yeah, you
Yeah.
literally can feel the force of God in there.
That's beautiful.
You're one with the plane of people, and you can just see people closing their eyes and dancing. And
So that doesn't happen a whole terrible lot, but it has happened to me once when I was here. And I will tell you that I don't know the name of the place. It was across the street from the Floridian.
right,
On the other side and down like a block, and it was a little, I don't want to say speakeasy, but it was a bar, and it had little pub chairs around it. And I was there with a couple of friends. One of them was a fairly known musician, and we were sitting there having drinks, and all of a sudden Bob Marley comes over the radio, and you could hear it low, and the artist that was sitting at our table started singing it, and then people at the table started singing it, and then the table next to us realized who was sitting at our table and started singing it, and by the end of the song, everyone in there was singing this Marley song out loud, and it was the most organically amazing moment that I've ever had in Florida. It was pretty cool, but it was like that, where everybody was just kind of singing along. It was beautiful, and it was Marley, you can't go wrong, you
oh
know?
my God, Marley's helped me through so many different times
Yeah.
in my life, and he's taught me to be jamming, and I hope you're jamming too.
I don't know that there's a song I don't like in his.
And
They
he-
bring up good memories.
Yeah, he told me about no problem on like attitude, right? And a lot of philosophy that I took on in life was because of Bob
At a
Marley.
young age, because you were listening to it at a young age too. I mean, we were in the same genre
14,
of music.
15, 16, 17, like
Yeah.
very informative years.
When things were tough. Yeah.
Sort of tough, but I was wearing Marley shirts,
Mm-hmm.
representing. Had a big old fro, blonde
Did
fro.
you? I gotta see a picture of
Curly
that.
fro, and
That's
then I was,
great.
we were smoking the ganj and,
Yeah.
and using plant medicine to sort of get through the times of we had
Adolescence.
adolescence, war. We were peace in the time of war. We
Yeah.
got to have the peace in the time of
I
war.
love it. Yeah.
And then there was like, when he was talking about some of the things that were happening with
Jamaica.
in Jamaica, the revolutions that were happening,
Absolutely.
and there was a
Have you ever
revolution
noticed
happening.
the way he spoke of it, though? He always came from a place of peace. No matter how bad it was, he was all about the peace. He didn't
Yeah.
want to take aggression against the aggressor.
Yeah.
And I always thought that was just remarkable, how hard it is to stay in that peace moment when so much around you is in chaos,
I feel his energy right now coming into this talk.
That's awesome.
Uh,
It's a healing moment, though.
it's like, yeah, man, brethren, everything gonna be all right.
Oh, you did that pretty good. That was pretty good.
So my buddy, at the time, there was like this camp that they sent people that were in juvenile detention,
Mm-hmm.
and so he got busted with drugs at school.
So did
My
I.
best
How
friend.
about that?
His name was Eric, and he was my best friend. And
Yeah.
he brought a little weed to school, and
The same
they
thing.
did a shakedown, kind of like CIA type of operation on him.
Same thing.
Right. And
Were we in the same jail? No, I'm kidding.
his parents were CIA.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Whoa. Why would, wow.
So someone in the CIA network said, "Hey, we have a MK Ultra program. We can send your kid there." And
His first time?
yes,
Bless his heart. I went to juvenile detention, but it was like my 5th time.
he was a sophomore, right? And he went to the school that was very like yuppie, and they were like,
That's
"Nope."
a transition right there.
So he got sent to Jamaica.
What?
Yes.
How he was 15,
Yes.
16 maybe. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
And
But
so
that's not bad though.
They shipped him out, and it was like a mind control thing that he went through. And I
How'd he
remember
come back?
they would send him VHS tapes of him,
Oh, that's old school.
and I remember him going, hi, I'm doing so great.
Oh heck no, that would be
Yeah.
so creepy.
It was so creepy.
Did he come back okay? I mean,
So he met a bunch of
we
people.
need to have him on the podcast.
So when he came back, they were raving over there. They learned about the rave scene came in.
Oh.
So he came back and he was like, "We're doing fucking raving.
Yeah, I bet he was.
We're gonna jump into raving."
Did that kick him into a bad? I mean, because sometimes that'll being forced to go into a program like that at such a young age after one offense tends to change you dramatically inside.
So he came back like totally changed, but then slowly but surely got back into the party scene and
Of course.
and the rave scene and the ecstasy scene, and pretty much introduced it to our whole crew and our whole.
Do you know that I find that if they wouldn't have taken that route, if they would have chosen to maybe sit down and ask him what was going on, like how can we help, been more supportive, because that's not that I'm saying I'm a perfect parent by any means, but my parents took that route. That was punishment. Everything was punishment. And instead, I treat my children as, let's sit down and talk about it. I don't raise my voice at my kids. I did spider monkey and put my kid in a chokehold once. But yeah, it was emotional. But he told me he wouldn't give me his phone, and he was bigger than me, so I had to show him we
Oh
Southern
my
mamas
gosh.
could handle him. So I did. I put him in a
That's-
chokehold.
Oh my God, that's tough love.
Well, he was crying. I can't breathe. And his little brother was crying, and I said, if you can say I can't breathe, you're getting air, brother. You're getting air.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's how these Southern mothers do it.
Yeah,
But he's a
yeah.
good kid now. He did join the wrestling team the year after, though.
Oh wow.
I'd like to take credit for that.
There we go.
Yeah. So, good times. Okay, I'm going to do another one. That was a good one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How am I doing so far?
Great.
Okay,
Wow.
so. Oh, we were doing that one. What artist would you love to see play live here?
That band. With Jacob-
Algorithm?
Algorithm.
Yes. Listen, they are amazing.
I can't believe they collabed together, and I haven't even heard one of their songs yet. but
Yeah,
know
I
them.
watched them here at Janice Live this past New Year's. They
No
played. We went to the
kidding.
after party. I took my niece to her first concert was Algorithm for New Year's. She froze up. I took her to the after party and introduced her to all the guys, and she was crying. She didn't know how to handle it. It was too much. It was precious.
I haven't even heard a song yet.
I sent you one. I
I
sent
know,
one in the group text.
I was about to click
It's
on
a
it.
great song. It's a great song. So yeah, they're Kevin Officer is one of my dear favorite people. I met him in Mexico when I told him I had his face on my towel. If that's not awkward enough. I had a beach towel. I printed all the artists that I had ever met recently at reggae rise ups and stuff, and I printed them on a beach towel. And when I saw him, I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't know what else to say. And I said, you're on my towel. And he's like, what? It's the most awkward thing ever. But and I bought drum lessons from him 3 years ago. And the band canceled their tour twice before, and then it rained out the third time. So it's been 3 years now. It's an ongoing joke now. He still owes me a drum lesson, but for my kids, it's all right.
So you know each of those guys personally?
Yeah, actually, they play with a guy named Nick Poole who lives in Hilton Head, and he's got an amazing voice and an incredible wife, and they have the harmony between them is just phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, you're gonna like it. Are you listening to it? It's called Driftwood.
The song is
Their
actually.
harmony. This is the guys. This is the this is the guy from Trevor from Soja, as well as the drummer from Stick Figure, Kevin Officer. Can you hear that on there?
I can hear that. And for those of you watching out there, we don't own the rights to this music. We're just playing it. We just want to put that out there.
Don't you
so.
think they're just gonna take the sound off of it?
That was the energy of it. Basically, he was like, "We don't throw stones at glass houses."
Yeah.
So that energy right there is.
I mean,
like-
you're gonna love the lyrics of that song when you read the whole song. And they just came out with a new one. They played it when we were up in Colorado, and I don't know the name of it, but it was a badass song. I'll have to send that
You
to
literally
you.
followed them to Colorado.
Well, I was out there seeing the Elevators, and they played the night before, so I came in a day early so I could go to their show too. Yeah.
What did you say?
I came in a day early to Colorado. I was going to the Elevators at Red Rocks, and I came in a day early so I could see Algorithm the night before. And that was just as good as the Elevators. I'm not gonna lie. The Elevators got rained out at Red Rocks, so
Really?
pouring down,
Rained down?
monsoon rain. Everybody that played before me, and they had like
I didn't know
4
it rained
people.
like that in Colorado.
It rained like a monsoon.
I know
for
it
that
snows,
show.
but
No, well, let me tell you, everybody was. It was so. We left before they played. The Elevators played. I've seen them many times, but everybody else. They had Dame Rice, Frankenfurter, Damien Frankenfurter.
Oh yeah.
He was fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
Hip Abduction,
Hip abduction.
they
too?
were amazing too. I've never heard them live until Red Rocks. They were good. But let's bring it back to the local 14 blocks radius here. When they played it, Algorithm played for New Year's. They were good. You ought to go to that show Saturday. Fortunate Youth is playing at Janice Live this weekend. Actually, K-Bong and Johnny Cosmic will be there Thursday at Janice Live. I'd love to go to that, but we'll see. But yeah, Fortunate Youth is one of my favorite bands. And actually, Dan Kelly, the lead singer, his wife has a gift that I gave her that I gave it to him at Reggae Ross up here in Florida backstage and asked him, please give this to your wife when you get home. And I told you about this. It's a glass etched wedding picture where he's dipping his wife at their wedding and Mike Love is standing in the background and it's etched in glass. And she put it in her meditation room. So I have a sort of.
What a gift.
She said it was the best gift she ever got.
That is one of a kind gift. That's so giving. That's so loving. That's so perfect.
Yeah.
You may have just.
It was beautiful.
You may have sentimentally just sent.
I am. If you know nothing else about me, I'm a best gift giver you'll ever meet. I'm a huge, and I actually make games for my birthdays, so people that come to my birthday party have to play the game, and they win prizes. I work on it for months at a time for my birthday. For 3 years in a row, I've done games that I made.
Special human right here.
Oh, well,
Guys, the secret to life is giving. The secret to
There's something about
to
it,
the
yeah.
energy of changing your own chemistry is giving. Giving your time, giving your effort, giving your
Anything,
ears,
yeah.
giving your soul's
Love.
work, giving your purpose.
Absolutely.
You know, just being on the phone with somebody sometimes when they're going through a tough time. Just giving.
Do you know what it takes? 8 minutes. That's what they say. If you have 8 minutes, you can save somebody's life. So that's kind of a code that you send to somebody. If I ever text you and say I need 8 minutes of your time, it's probably because I'm on an edge and I need you to help me out. It takes 8 minutes to talk somebody off a ledge. That's all. Do you have 8 minutes? Yes, everybody's got 8 minutes. Isn't that incredibly interesting? 8 minutes. So if you ever text me and need somebody to help you off a cliff, I'm always available. And all you gotta say is I'm in 8 minutes. And I will be there for you. Kind of
Right.
interesting.
Yeah, that's huge.
We're talking about wellness, and I don't think they put enough focus on mental health.
Mental health and wellness is huge. Mental health is a topic that maybe people don't talk about and what they're going through, and they hide it.
Especially men.
I'm an oversharer, and I have my own little world that I go into, and you know, some days are better, some days are worse, some days are absolutely incredible.
Absolutely.
And what we say, one day at a time, one moment at a time.
That has stuck with me through the rooms. That's the one thing I stick to, because when things get tough, if I just tell myself if I can make it just till bedtime tonight, I'll be
Yeah.
good tomorrow. That's all I
Right.
got to do is just make it till bedtime.
Yeah.
That's all.
A reset in
It
the
makes
morning.
it's so much easier than thinking about what you're going to do next week, next month, next year. You know.
Right, totally.
Just
You
make
get
it
too
through
far
today.
ahead, and you're not in the moment. The power of now is the key.
Yeah.
The power of now helps me get grounded.
Absolutely.
What anxiety and depression are what can happen, but you're almost the feelings and
Manifested
the
and happening.
emotions are manifesting all the time.
And people don't understand that. If people understood how much if you look up what is it, the future. If you look up future in the dictionary, do you know what it says?
What is that?
I want you to look it up now. It's interesting to read what it says, and I guess you get to depend on the dictionary that you look it up, but I want you to Google that and see what it says, the definition of future, and then what the definition of present is, present tense.
That's a good one. Definition of future. Period of time that follows the present and encompasses all events and moments that have not yet occurred. The concept is deeply rooted in how we perceive time, the inevitable progression of existence from the past through the present and onward.
It's not the definition.
So, describing something that will exist or happen later. Future generations will face new challenges, as an example. Expectations. A portion of the timeline that is yet to happen.
There's a certain dictionary or definition that I'm looking for. If you look at it in an actual tangible book, it will tell you it's the thoughts that you have that create that future. Everything that you say and what you think basically manifests it, no matter whether you want to do it by choice or not. If you think it's going to happen. You don't even have to say it out loud. You just have to think it and you manifest it. It happens. So if you think you're having a bad day, you're having a bad day.
Thoughts are things.
It just, man, everything that you say and speak in your mind, and this is what I was saying, being intentional with your, oh, I brought you a gift. I wanted you to see, well, you can't keep it, but you can borrow it. Oh, I think I might have left it in the car because I didn't know you were going to be here, but I will get it for you when we left. And it's a little tiny 4 agreements book.
Oh my gosh.
It's so cute, but my friend Cassie gave it to me. Cassie, I love you. I'm just loaning it to him, I promise. I will get you your copy, but you need to take this with you so that you can look at it. It's amazing. But it talks about being impeccable in your words, and that's the whole thing. You have to do that in your mind first, because before you can do that through your mouth, you have to be able to do that concept in your mind.
Yeah, when
you have to be that way.
When you're going through it, it seems like an uphill
Because
walk.
it's coming from every direction.
Every direction.
Your guys behind you and in
And
front of you
things
and
you can't
beside
control.
you. Yeah, well, you can.
And letting go and surrendering to it.
You can control how you react.
Yes.
And when you realize you can't control the outcome and you can't control anything but how you react, you stop focusing so much on what's going to happen because you're like, what's going to happen anyway? Why am I going to fret about how it's going to happen? I just need to be able to respond to whatever happens. Taking that moment and realizing I can't do anything about it. Well, why would you bitch and moan about it if you can't do a damn thing about it? Sit in that moment and think about how you're going to respond to it instead. Because that's where the power is your response.
The rumination and playing it over and over again.
God, you'll kill yourself with that. That
Yeah.
what ifs and all that, that'll kill you. That's a deafening thing. Call me when you get in that hole because I will get you 8 minutes of my time and we will work that shit out. I'm serious. I was just telling one of y'all yesterday.
What's your skill set for when you go through something like that, tougher moments or
Listen, I was a hot mess about 4 years ago before I read that book. And I was thinking it was the people, the places, the thing, everything around me that was causing this, and it wasn't. I had to sit still with a minute for myself and just take a breath and realize that I'm in control. I'm the one that gets to decide how this story goes. And when you realize how much control you have and that you can have a choice, that's the thing. Choice. You always have a choice. I don't care what it is, you will always have a choice. And you get to say and define what that choice is. I get to choose how I react to you. I get to choose how I relate to you. I get to choose if I'm going to take a bath today. You get all those choices. They're all yours. Nobody gets to make those for you. And that power in knowing that I have that much control over my life changes everything. Changes everything. People don't realize they have control. Oh, well, I can't do anything. No, you can't do anything about that, but you can do something about the response that you have to that. And your response is where that power is. What is it? The song that, what is it called? They broke up recently in the last couple of years. Oh, I have to think about it. It says, life is fucking beautiful, so go and let your light shine. It's one of my favorite lines in any song. Life is fucking beautiful, so go and let your light shine.
Yeah.
And they say it's I'm gonna look it up now because I want to say it correctly, and you'll love this. But you talk amongst yourself, and I'll look this song up.
No,
It's beautiful.
there's a feeling of when you're going through and you're breaking through, or you got obstacles, and then you got obstacles in spiritual, physical, body, mental.
But you get to choose how big those are, because everything can be an obstacle, but you can minimize it or you can maximize it. And we talked about that when you start building it up in your head and you build on top of it and on top of it, and then it becomes much bigger than it really needed to be. It really does. And all you have to do is one of the things. You can't be an avoidant. You've got to face some of it. You just got to have that communication. You just got to come at it. I'm one of those people that there's an issue, I'm coming right now.
Stop calling me an avoidant.
Call a lot of things worse, but yeah. So you have to communicate. The communication. You have to tell people to come to body. You have to have somebody, at least one person in your life you can tell all your demons to. And it doesn't have to be the same one person. I can tell this person this part of my story, and this person, and everybody knows everything.
Yeah.
Whatever you're safe with. But you have friends you can tell some
Oh,
things
yeah, oh,
to,
yeah.
and you don't want to tell other things
It's
to.
it's a 2-hour conversation sometimes, and sometimes
Yeah.
they're going through the same thing,
Yeah,
and then you help
which
each
is
other
very
out.
interesting.
You're
Yeah,
so
and you
in
don't even know it.
You're in synchronicity,
Yeah.
and then
But you have to do, what I found is a lot of my experience with that is that you have to be careful not to compare your situations because every one of them is different. So just because you're going through a similar situation, don't think that their advice for you is going to be the same as their advice for them, because their perception is different. Their outcome, what they want to happen and what they feel and what they've experienced is all going to be different. So you can't ever really don't ever do what somebody else is doing in their relationship. You really need to get to the root of what the issue is in yours and do what's best for you always. Always go to the path that leads to the most joy. You will never mess up. You'll always end well. Whatever it is, the path that leads to the most joy is the one
follow
you should
your
take.
bliss.
Not just every other time, every single time. You follow that path, and you can just. This is what my favorite thing to say. If somebody says something I don't want to do, that's not my journey right now. But thank you, and that's it. because I have a lot of invitations. I get a lot of invitations to a lot of different things, and I can't do everything.
Oh, wow.
I can't. So that's not in my journey right now, but I thank you for the invitation. That's just not part of what I want to do.
Yeah, the power of no.
Yeah, and you shut it down. Because there's all that perspective, especially like with drinking. There's a lot of people that, oh, come on, you can have one shot. I don't do shots. I have no desire to do that. Any convincing is not going to make me feel better. It's just going to start making it awkward. So I shut it down and say, that's not part of my journey, but I appreciate you wanting to include me in that, but that's just not part of my journey.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just keep on showing up.
You show up for yourself.
It's all about showing up.
Every single time.
It's all about getting out of
Because
your
you're
shell.
important. What you are here, whatever you're bringing to this earth, the earth needs it. There are people that need it. You are valid and you are needed. And so you have to be here because people need you to be here. You have a gift. I don't know what that is. Only you know what that is. And I can't wait to find out and discover what that is. But you have a gift. Every one of us does. And I need you here. So don't screw that up. Okay?
Of course.
Yeah, I got 8 minutes.
We're all sharing our gifts. We're all sharing our talents. We're all going through what life throws at us, and
In the best way we know
life
how.
only will throw what you can handle.
That's not true. I don't believe that. Life will only throw what you have the tools to be able to handle. I don't think there's anything that you can't. I don't think that it's a basis of can and can't handle. I think that you've been given all the tools that you need to do everything that you're supposed to do right now. You just have to believe that you know how to get through this. You just have to do the inner work to get through it. You don't need any outward tools. The universe has provided you with everything you need to get through whatever you're facing. It's not that it won't give you anything you can't handle. It will give you every way that you need it, that you can handle
And
it.
people, places, and things will give you tools that sometimes you don't need.
Oh, absolutely. Unnecessary tools are awful, and they can distract you. But that goes with it. There's people, places, and things that can do that. All of those are tools. That's when it go with the most joy. The people, places, and things that bring you the most joy will never fail you.
That's freaking deep. I love that.
Good. I'm glad. So I am a healer. My hours are sporadic, but yeah. I mean, I was in Costa Rica last week, and I was sitting with a couple at the pool, and I was talking to this couple, and for an hour and a half, I gave them therapy. They were asking me all kinds of questions. They were in a broken relationship because they had children, stepchildren, or whatever, and they were struggling with that. And I sat for an hour and a half, and we were all three in tears by the next day. And every time I saw them around the resort, they would say, "Hi, thank you so much." And
Look at you, just bringing your life.
it happens in bathrooms with me. I meet people in bathrooms. Everywhere I go, I meet people, and they all tend to tell me, it's like I'm a bartender. They will tell me anything and everything, information that I wouldn't tell a stranger. But I will sit in bathrooms with people for an hour at a time sometimes that I've never met before. I stood in my storage unit the other day and listened to this man ask me for advice on, and never met this man, but he asked me for advice in his relationship and told me the situation. And I basically ended up telling him, you already know the answer to this. You just need me to tell you, but you don't need me to tell you. You know what you're supposed to do. And he walked away crying. And it's things like that that happen to me every single day. It's a crazy thing.
You're sharing your gift as you flow. And
Well, the universe doesn't give me a choice. It presents me with those opportunities, and I never pass them up because I hate to think that my brother, my sister, my best friend could be in that situation, and whoever they ran into wouldn't give them that 8 minutes. You know, I think of it like that.
yeah, and a lot of people are locked up. They don't know where else to turn.
Yeah, and sometimes it's easy to tell a stranger things
Yeah.
that you wouldn't normally tell people in your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, just having a lifeline, having a buoy.
So if you need any advice, you can have my email. I will not give out my phone number, but you can shoot me some Dear Abby questions, and I'll be happy to entertain that.
So what do you think your gift is?
I'm a healer. I am definitely someone who gives a shit about everybody. And sometimes that's been my demise because a lot of times I tend to have a hard time letting go. Relationships, friendships, things like that. I don't understand why there's an end to them. And it took a long time for me to understand that people have seasons. They come into your life for seasons. And that they're coming to teach you or to be taught. And you have to be grateful for those moments.
Grateful.
You never have any expectation on where that relationship's going to go. I don't meet people and say, I wonder if this is going to be a boyfriend-girlfriend thing. I wonder if I'm going to fall in love. I don't ever. The only response I have when I meet someone is, I wonder what they're going to learn from me, and I wonder what I can learn from them. Because if you look at relationships like that, friendships, co-workers, everything, if you always come into the relationship with no expectation and just be grateful for the moments and the lessons, then, I don't have any exes other than the ones that aren't alive that I'm not friends with, that I couldn't have a beer with. At 40-something years old, I do not have any enemies with my exes that I can say. because there's been a point where you come back and you're like, you know, I had a beautiful moment with you. I had a very
Right.
enjoyable 8 months, 10 years, whatever it was. And now that moment's passed, and I've grown and you've grown, and it's time to move on. And I need to release that person into the universe so that I can open that space for the next person who's going to teach me something. And it's the only way for you to get to your best version of yourself, is to
Yeah.
be challenged with these new relationships. And you have to learn to let go. And that's one thing that I have not quite mastered, and I'm still working on, is that letting go shit. But
How do you let that shit go?
it's a choice. It's a daily choice to say, you know what, I'm not going to let this rent space in my head again today. Today I'm going to fill that space with this thing and this thing that will grow me in a different direction. Because I feel like I'm like Captain Save somebody. You know, I'm always trying to rescue people after I lost my husband. I just want to rescue everybody, and that can be very detrimental to your mental health. You cannot give out more than you can. You got to do that balance. You cannot give out more than you can contain for yourself. You know, I can't give you all of my energy and all of my light,
Right.
because then I have nothing.
Right.
So if you ever put a lighter in water, have you ever tried to light a lighter that's been in water and they don't light because
Yeah.
of the water drain? But if you take another lighter and you light that lighter off of that lighter, it will burn just fine. So sometimes you just have to light somebody's little candle again, even when they're drowning.
Yeah, absolutely. That hits home right now.
Yeah.
And that actually pertains to when you have that light for yourself. Light a candle in your own
You
space.
keep your candle lit. You keep it burning bright and warm because you need it too. You give as much as you're able to give without depleting yourself.
Yeah,
That's
so
a very hard balance
That's
to
a
learn.
very hard balance because you will.
Overgiving is an easy thing to do because you keep thinking if I do a little bit more, I'll get a little bit back.
Overworking,
That's not how it works.
overgiving,
It doesn't work that way.
trying to solve the issue at hand right away.
And she get that ass, I got to look sorry. You just got to be.
So are we cutting out?
Sorry.
I think that means the show is over, guys. We get a little too deep here.
No, but life is a box of chocolates, right?
No, I don't think so.
And there's also life is what you sort of create and what you manifest and what you're a designer, you're an architect of your life.
You are. People don't know that. People don't take enough control of their own lives. They like to blame. If I told you the rundown of all of the traumas that I've had, you would be shocked, because I've had people sit here and go, oh, I've had a drug addict, I've been abused, this, that, and the other. I've had every one of those check marks on that damn TV screen I've had. And look at me, I'm not killing people yet. So I think it's all a choice.
What an inspiration! And people draw that light, and they want to be around, just like in the southern summer day and summer
laying
night.
out in that sun.
You have that a charge up, and then you also have the bugs fly to that light sometimes.
They do. Okay, so that's the thing I did have to learn over the last few years. The shaman that I worked with the 4 agreements told me that I have a very bright light, and in order to keep the people that are trying to drain that light, I have to dim my light, not dim it, but I have to bring it down to a manageable light, so that the people that are coming from my light are on an equal plane. Because people who don't have that light and yours is bright, they're going to go to that like the bugs. But if you lower it, manage it, so it's not so bright, then the people that are coming to you have a light that's on that balance too. So they're not looking to get anything from you. They want to give and flow that energy.
Yeah, and that's the best when you congregate together.
You have to be able to manage your own light. Because I was like, oh, look at me, I'm out here, and I was getting drained. Everybody that I met was a succubus. They just wanted to take all that energy and all that light, and they wanted to change me and put me in a box and say, oh, well, you're too friendly, you're too nice, you're too giving, you pay too much attention to this other person, and you need to get into this box where I can control what you're doing and how you feel. And you can't do that. So my lights, sometimes it gets a little wild, then it gets a little bright again, but on the most part, I try to manage it so that I don't get all those succubuses, because I have a hard time not helping and saying no.
Yeah, I hear that from a lot of people who are helpers and givers, and then
It's hard.
that's what they're put on this earth to do.
If you want to do the best with your gift, you have to learn to give the best way in your gift, and without hurting yourself. You never want to set yourself at any detriment.
And the shaman that you work with,
Oh, he's amazing. Yes.
what's the biggest takeaway you got from him?
Mundo. This one's for you. He taught me basically, I think the most beneficial thing was how he taught me to read that book. How he taught me to interpret information that I'm given. Because it's not you can read a book all day long and not even understand anything about it. I've done that in high school many a times. You're just reading through and your mind somewhere else. You're not investing into the information to get what you should out of it. And I think that the most important thing was to sit with information, whether it's information you're telling me, information I'm seeing on TV, and that goes with news and things like that. You can't just take the information and just run with it. You need to sit with it. Oh, can we listen to something? Turn it up. What are you doing? No, turn it up. We had good music coming back the first time, yeah.
And that's one of the things that we find here at the St. Pete Pier a lot. We find people riding their bikes down here, playing music. Total free vibes and free atmosphere. It's a great place to be at. And just being down here at the St. Pete Pier, it's like a great place to be grateful. And, like, be grateful for what we have. Like living here in paradise. And that's one of the reasons why we're doing this podcast, is just to show the world like the paradise we live in and like what the lifestyle is like down here. And that's what it is. Like the person that just biked by, just listen to music like around like 10 o'clock on a Wednesday night, and just complete peace and serenity, and just learning how to like put down the phones and just be mindful. Because I know a lot of times I find the biggest thing is everyone seems so wrapped up in their cell phones, and like you're not so worried about like what's going on, where you're at presently, but like put it all down and just take it in, and just ground yourself, and just focus on being in the present. And I know, like, going back to like giving to other people, like I know like one exercise I like to do with my groups is like taking a cup, and like when that cup gets drained, you get burnt out, but like it's about finding stuff that fills your cup, like whether it's going for a walk in nature, walking down to the pier, just listening to the water, or just like being in a present moment, and just bringing yourself peace and tranquility.
And I find that the one thing that I started making myself promise to do, and now it's such a habit, I do it so naturally. If you're ever out with me, you will see me. You guys have experienced this, all of you, just in the short time you've known me. If I go somewhere, I make it a point to ask someone their name. I make it a point to recognize them, to repeat their name back to them. Everyone that I met at these restaurants that I've eaten at in the last few days, I make sure to get their names. I had the girls write their names on the menu but
Did
say
you take
it,
a picture of the menu and upload it to Swipe 10?
He asks, like, of course I did. That's a silly question.
You're almost a menu scout. 49 to go, and you get to be a menu scout.
Well, I only have a couple more days to do it then. But yeah, so I make a point to compliment people, and I don't lie to people. I never ever say anything false. But I'll tell people if as they're walking by me, oh, I love your shirt. You look really good in that shirt, or whatever. And I mean everything I say, but I can find one good thing about somebody. Every person I ever meet.
You do put out a lot of positive energy.
You've seen
and I think when you put it out, it starts to come back.
Oh, absolutely. I can be attested to that. I put a lot of negative energy out over the years because I didn't know. I didn't know how to be a friend. I didn't know how to be a good person because I had so much trauma. And once I was able to filter through my own trauma, and I was able to know how to be a good friend, you can't have a friend without being a friend. You have to learn to be a friend first. So I learned that, and I learned how I wanted to be treated, and I started treating everybody like that. So I compliment people, and I make it a point to say things to strangers. I used to, and I still do. I have them in my car. I used to make handmade cards for people with puns in them because I love puns. So tomorrow I'm going to bring all of you a handmade card by me, so you can see what I'm talking about. And I give these out. I take them to concerts, I take them to shows, I take them to dinner, and I'll leave them for the waitresses. And they're always just a little. I've had people break down in tears and tell me they haven't gotten a card in 10 years. And it's just a funny, and I'm not even going to give you a hint at my puns because I'm hilarious. Also, I'm going to be at the comedy club one of these times because we have a bet still, and I don't think I've forgotten it, sir.
All
Don't think I've forgotten it.
I can't wait.
I actually have
to
a coach that is going to help me before I go too. I let my secret go, but that $20 was mine. Hey.
All right, I think that's it. I think we've covered everything, guys. We're going to be shooting again tomorrow. Thursday at the Entrepreneur Social Club. That's at 6:30 to 8 at Nova tomorrow night. And we're going to try and rope some people in after that and get them to either go out to dinner or maybe we'll come down here and do some more potting. But reach out to us. We want you to join. We want you sitting in these director's chairs. We'd like to hear your story with this amazing background.
And I would love some suggestions on what you guys think I should do as a 5-dayer in St. Pete. I would love some suggestions of places and things and whatever that you can think of that I need to experience while I'm here. Well,
Light the comments up. Light
Woohoo!
the comments up. All right, that's a wrap. We got our closing JPEG. Let's do it.
thank you.
Ah,
What a beautiful evening.
all right. We're putting that energy out there, everybody.